right, thank you so much. And thank you to our colleagues at 100K20 for the opportunity to give this conference presentation today. Thank you again. My name is Gareth Dyke, and this presentation, Bentham Science Publishers Leading the Way in the New Era of Books, is being presented at the 100K20 eBooks conference. So I know there's lots of colleagues from around Russia and the Commonwealth of Independent States and presenters from publishers all over the world here to talk about books and ebooks and publishing. So I'm very happy to have this opportunity. Diffusion Editing is the name of the company that we have that is in collaboration with Bentham Science. So once again, thank you for the opportunity to give this presentation today. Let me start by saying that Bentham Science is a major international publisher of both journals and books. And so I would encourage you to have a look at Bentham Science online, the eurekaselect.com platform. You can go in and you can register for newsletters, and you can see the kinds of content, the kinds of books, the kinds of journals that Bentham Science publishers are putting out for colleagues all over the world to publish their work, to put out their ideas, and to disseminate science, journals and books, and not just online, also print on demand, as you'll see in a moment. So we will talk in this presentation about the range of journals and in particular the books that Bentham Science publishers are putting out and that you may find interesting indeed for your library or for your institution. So over 900 books in the Bentham Science collection, all of which are peer reviewed. Peer review is the cornerstone, the basis of all academic publishing. So we subscribe to that absolutely. And so all of the content that is put out by Bentham Science is reviewed by editors and reviewed by peer reviewers. So it's trusted content, and reference books, textbooks, and handbooks are available in the Bentham Science collection across a broad range of topics. As we'll talk about in a minute, a huge range of readers, PDFs, and print formats are available. We work with a printing operation in Moscow, for example, so you can get access to print on demand Bentham Science books very, very easily. So thank you again for listening to this presentation, and thank you to our colleagues at 100K20 in Russia for the opportunity to give this presentation. And if you are a librarian listening to this, we'll talk in a minute about how you can get in touch with us, but we provide multi-user licenses for our librarian colleagues, so your readers, your colleagues at your universities, your research institutes can access safely and securely all of the Bentham Science content. We are putting books out across 6 broad categories. And so you can go to the links on this slide. We will, of course, provide you with access to this presentation at the end of the session. You can have a look at the broad categories of Bentham Science books: business economics, chemistry, computer and information science, drug design, discovery and therapy, earth, environmental science and geography, energy science, engineering and technology, food science, nutrition and dietetics, human science and nursing, life science, material science, nanotechnology, medicine, of course, one of our most popular areas of publishing, mathematics and statistics, neuroscience, pharmacology, physics, astronomy, optics and photonics, and social and behavioral science. And of course, you can pick and choose. You can put together a collection for your library that fits your institution's needs. Have a look at the catalogs, the ebook catalogs, or get in touch with us at the end of this presentation or at any time to get access to free trials of Bentham Science Publisher content. The links on this slide are important to gain access to the initial broad scope of the Bentham Science content. BenthamBooks.com is the basic website that you can go to see what Bentham Science publishers have available, including the 2020 bestseller catalog list. Have a look at which books have been bestsellers in this year. Maybe these will be of interest to your institution. You can share this content. You can download PDFs from this part of the Bentham Books site that you can share with your researchers, with your colleagues, get feedback from them, and then come back to us about which particular content would be useful for your institution. BenthamBooks.com is the link that you need to see the bestsellers in terms of the science books published by Bentham Science publishers. What would your next steps be then if you're a librarian, if you're potentially interested in auditing, in assessing the kind of content that Bentham have available? Your next step might be to get in touch with us, and I'll give you an email address in a minute that you can use to contact us. But of course, you can purchase, you can order complete PDFs on single user access licenses or multiple user access licenses, depending on what's best for you, what's best for your institution. You can gain access to individual book chapters on single user access licenses as well. So this may be something that's useful for your researchers, for example. So why not provide content? Why not give your researchers access to the PDFs, to the links that I've shown you? They can come back to you. They can say, we need access to this particular section of the Bentham catalog. We need access to this individual PDF book chapter, for example. We're always ready to help you accessing our content. And as I've already mentioned, we also would provide print-on-demand access to individual books. We work with a distributor in Moscow. We can provide print-on-demand access to individual books. So if this is of interest to you or your colleagues, a free ebook trial is available. Bentham Science publishers are offering libraries, that's you, a free 1-month online trial of all Bentham Science publisher ebooks. This ebook trial would enable access for all of your library users to our entire ebook catalog and would provide an ideal opportunity for scholars in your institution to read and access the huge range of Bentham books that are available. So if this sounds good, if this sounds like something you would like to do for your library, maybe give your colleagues, your researchers this 1-month online trial. Maybe there'll be something of interest to them for their research or for their teaching or in the future. You can, of course, contact us at any time. And here's an email address, faizan@benthamscience.net. Email, and we will initiate the easy trial process for you to access BSP free 1-month online trial of all our e-books. Bentham Science are a major international publisher of journals and books. EurekaSelect.com, BenthamBooks.com. Get involved, get on the website, have a look at the journal content that we publish that is available. Sign up for free newsletters and search and browse and see what kinds of content we have available, potentially for your researchers as resources, but also for their publications, places to publish their research. Perhaps your researchers are looking for a book project that they need to get published. That's something we can also help with. What about a conference volume that needs an outlet, a place for its publication? Again, this would be something that Bentham Science publishers can help you with. Major international publisher of journals and ebooks across a huge range of topics. Have a look at the resources in this presentation, see what we have to offer, and don't forget that we also provide training. It's not just books, it's not just content, it's not just journals. We also provide webinar training like this presentation, engaging training content around writing and getting your work published. So perhaps this is also of interest to your institution. Get in touch with us for more information. We could provide you with a package of content, journals and ebooks, as well as training, for example, to help your researchers get their work published more effectively in ISI leading international journals, and then also provide the outlets for that research. So a complete package of training, ebooks and journals. Don't forget that you need to stand out as a researcher. Your colleagues at your university need to stand out. There are more than 2 million articles published every year, more than 30,000 journals to choose from for your research output. Which ones are you going to select? I would say that journals that help, that take care of you, that provide you with training as well as just content would be a good choice as your institution develops its international potential, as it builds a stronger international profile. We provide effective writing and submission training to help you maximize your work's scholarly impact. We will help you at Bentham Science to provide your authors with a rewarding academic publishing experience. And we, of course, will help you to understand your research impact, both academic and helping you to develop economic and societal impacts for your research and for your publishing. Here are some examples of recent high-impact Bentham Science Journal articles that have been highly cited. We are able to help your researchers attain high citations, attain good publications in leading ISI journals. We will also help you to develop the right mindset for academic publishing. Things to do before starting to write in English, which we know is your second or third or fourth language, helping you to be effective, identifying good research topics that will lead to high impact publications, gathering supporting details, and being effective at identifying your research audience, getting your work into journals, publishing in leading international journals such as the ones that Bentham Science publishers put out is a skill. We can help you to develop that skill as a researcher. We provide roadmaps, complete comprehensive training for publishing, and the journal and ebook outlets for those resources, for those projects, preparing to write, selling yourself, structuring your articles, and being effective as an academic writer. Thank you for listening. My name is Gareth Dyke. This has been a presentation brought to you by Bentham Science Publishers, and we thank again our hosts at this conference, 100K20, our colleagues in the Russian Federation, for the opportunity to present today. Thank you again and have a great day.